Hey guys, this is Nelly Callback. I'm super thrilled to have Kae Pea with us today again for Creative Jumpstart. And this is actually after Creative Jumpstart already happened. But I thought it would be a fun idea to kind of do some retrospective and some new update videos for those of you guys who have been doing Creative Jumpstart and also you know, hang around at home for obvious reasons and want to have some fun. And so, hey, KP, how are you?
Hey, yeah, you just wanted another excuse to talk to me.
Of course. That's what I do.
I love talking to you. It's just mostly a laugh fest, I think.
It is.
You're so easy to make laugh, which I love. I don't even have to be that funny.
Did you just say it's so easy to make fun of?
No, it's so easy to make you laugh.
I know.
Oh yeah, you're so easy to make fun of. Wait, but you don't get to hear all the good stuff. It's after we hang out.
So we're recording this, and Creative Jumpstart, all the videos, guys, are up now. So if you purchased Creative Jumpstart already, maybe and you haven't caught up, maybe now's the time to go back. We're all here and we can take a look at your comments again, and of course like the amazing work you share. And if you haven't purchased Creative Jumpstart yet, maybe you will. So
do it, because I'm so excited to go back and do all the lessons and just really get into it, because when it was happening I didn't have a lot of time, and so now I think we'll have a little more time on our hands, right? So I'm excited to do it and just check out every video, and I'll be posting all the art I make.
So that would be so fun. I can't wait to see it. So speaking of, your tutorial was, as all of the tutorials, but your tutorial is also one that's on my list to do soon. You can tell us a little bit about it so that those that haven't seen it yet don't get all the surprise away. But right. It's called Wielding a Stamp, right?
Yeah, so I love to, obviously, because it was our superpowers, right? So I think stamping, I guess, and mixed media stamping is sort of my superpower, I guess, if you want to call it that. Besides eating salsa, that's my other superpower. Anyway, so yeah, it's stamp painting. Doing stamp painting. Does that give away too much?
No, that's really cool. So you're using, let's say you're using watercolor with a rubber stamp, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's super fun and very forgiving. People a lot of times I don't think that a lot of people feel that watercolor is that forgiving, which is I think one thing that sometimes scares people away from watercolor, but it really actually is. So yeah. I'm excited. And the people that tried it seem to have really enjoyed it. So
the results are amazing. Like, have you had time, KP, to look a little bit in the show and tell and what people did with your tutorial?
Well, I didn't, and I need to do that. I didn't go back into the show and tell, but I have followed many. Well, I'm pretty sure I did answer all comments, and I went back and tried to follow everybody on Instagram and stuff. So I did get to see a lot of their, of what people did. And I'm super impressed too, because one of the, pardon the pun, because, people really did kind of make it their own, which is one thing I super encourage, and use different stamps, which again, I didn't expect that everybody would have the same exact stamps as me. So it's a lot about using, what you have. Not that we don't love when you buy extra rubber moon stamps, but still, a lot of people have stamps and don't always use them. And so I think it was a way to get people looking at their stuff again.
Yeah, that was super fun. I really loved all the different takes on it. And I just looked again today and I saw that there are some new things uploaded. So
I will get on there.
Yeah, if you guys also, if you have taken Creative Jumpstart, really check out the show and tell and see if there are some new things that you haven't seen. It's really amazing to, I also love how people are connected through Creative Jumpstart. So that was really cool. So super fun about that. But you just mentioned, of course, you own Rubber Moon, and there's a big change. So Creative Jumpstart was, as for years now, sponsored by Rubber Moon and also by Art Foamies. Art Foamies and Rubber Moon. Full disclosure, I work with both companies, and they make rubber stamps, and Art Foamies make foam stamps. And there's a big news that happened a couple of weeks ago or 2 months ago. KP, what happened?
So I bought Art Foamies. I'm super excited. I can't believe it. It's just one of those things that is sort of a serendipitous moment that just happens. And I don't know, I'm not even 100% sure if you know this or not. I think you do, but well, now you will. I said I was going to design art. I was starting to work with Emmy, and I was going to design some art foamies. And it was just one of those things that we went back and forth. I mean, nothing bad at all. It just, like, I sent her designs, and then it took a while for her to get back to me. Then she sent me prototypes, and then it took me a while to get back to her. And then we just kept almost like playing phone tag, It was just, and then I found out that she, wanted and needed to sell the business for a variety of reasons. And I don't know how, but I managed to make that happen.
Yeah, and I think that's, what I think is so important is to know that so I know both of you guys. I met Emmy, who used to own Art Foamies for many years. I met her several times. We worked together at the convention and everything. I love Emmy, I love KP. And what is so important to know is like that both companies are family-owned companies, and actually, I want to say they are both female-owned companies with the help of their amazing families. But what I really love, about it is like how much heart is behind both companies, because that's like both of your babies. And Emmy wanted to have someone to take over the company that would appreciate the work and the way how this is done, and carry it on the same, in the same way. And I think she was super happy, or I know for a fact that she's super happy that she found you guys. And I'm super happy as an artist too, because I know that the amazing work that I was able to do with Emmy, I can continue that on with you. And
I hope that the fact that it is going to remain a woman-owned and family-operated company. Small, definitely a lot of heart and soul behind it. A lot of love for the product and appreciation for what Emmy did, has built. Because I feel the same way about the former owner of Rubber Moon. So I only hope to continue, what they started, and and in some ways, of course, make it better, because that's what we always want, for our kids or for things that we love, is to build them up and make them better. So, I'm just so, I want to say, I really, and I mean this like with all my heart, I'm so honored, and I'm so thrilled, because it is still a handmade product, and it has some little more technology behind it, I guess, than like traditional rubber stamps in some ways, but they still are handmade, and we still, do everything with our own hands, from cutting and packaging, and always and I love the industry, and I love the people, so I'm just super excited about it. And I know I'm just going on and on, but it's taking a little longer than we hoped to get everything launched, just for a lot of reasons, mostly technical. But we are getting there. And for anybody who's watching, who's interested and been kind of following along, we expect to have things really in place and running in April, probably, more towards the middle or end, but that is definitely our goal. A little bit off the mark of what we hoped, of course, because when, you don't want a business to be shut down for any length of time at all, but I hope that people will still, be rushing for their foamies while we get it going finally.
Yeah, and I think that's no. I think I'm looking forward, of course, for having you guys back. I know a lot of my people were like, "When are the stamps back?" And so now
and then of course, we've had some challenges. Nothing bad; it's all wonderful. But just with we also have a business ongoing that we are keeps a lot of our focus, and still coming out with new stamps.
Yeah, you have very demanding artists that are like, I want my stamps out.
Yes, and and then Maxie, who is like my husband and my oldest daughter are really my go-to, people, and she's been out sick, like almost 2 weeks, so that's been crushing. And nothing, she's okay.
Yeah, we will get that, and so yeah, I thought it would be fun for you guys to know, and also for those that know art foamies, to see who's gonna run this and come out with some fun new designs and stuff. Speaking of new designs, actually, we're gonna come out together with some new designs.
I'm excited too.
Next week, actually, next Friday.
Yeah,
not
April 3rd.
April 3rd. Which is like not flying back to the past. It's like coming up.
And I'm really excited about I'm excited about your designs. Not that I'm not always, but I really I won't say what they are because it's I know a surprise, but that one set, it's good. I mean, they're all good, but the one I'm super excited about.
I should actually try that with your tutorial with those stems. I was just thinking, like, to use the watercolor from your Creative Jumpstart. That would be a good way to kind of like, because I haven't done it yet. I've seen it, of course.
Yeah.
And every time I see someone posting something about that, I'm like, oh, I gotta do it. I gotta remember. But now I do.
And you got your stamps, right?
Yeah, actually they're behind me on the work bench, and I'm working on samples and stuff, and I'm also working on an online workshop, a different one, Wonderlist, that I have to send them, to, and I'm gonna use some of those in that tutorial too.
Okay, good. So you got them all in time, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was stalking the mailman. I mean, right now we're stalking any doorbell ring because that's like, essential stuff is coming into the house. But the new stamps are always essential. But, I was like, you were texting me and you said, they're out for delivery, because I think you know better than I do when they come software-wise or whatever. And I was like literally at the window, and the mailman came.
Threw the cat away from the window.
Actually, I had just lunch when they came, and I ran down and left my lunch unguarded, and that was not a good idea.
What?
Yeah, someone, I'm not naming names, it wasn't my husband, just so you guys know, but someone got a big piece of pasta, and when I came up, the little kitten just like swallowed it in one piece down, because it was like, I'm not gonna give that back to you.
See what you did for your stamps.
See? So I also wanted to ask you, KP, you have recently done a lot of, you always do a ton of things online where you show, you have a lot of like Facebook Live things, and you have all these like fun tutorials. And I have to say, like, the tutorial that you did for Creative Jumpstart, that is just like one of the many ways how I have seen KP wield her stamps. No, seriously. So, it's like, I love designing rubber stamps, and I love playing with stamps, and I think like I'm more like the pattern person too. Like, I'm into making patterns.
Yes,
and although I'm a mixed media person, somehow I'm more like, oh yeah, I use the rubber stamps for texture, pattern. But the way how you taught me a lot of things are just like how amazing it is to use rubber stamps in a total different way with all kinds of media, and it's super fun. So you always did these tutorials and live Facebook things, but now you also have this new thing that you do on Patreon. And I know what Patreon is just because I use that actually for my ukulele, learning ukulele lessons besides my real teacher. So I'm subscribing. But there's a lot of people maybe that don't know what that means or what. So you have videos on this platform. Tell us a little bit about it.
So, okay, yeah, I love it. I'm very excited about it. So Patreon is literally a platform in and of itself. Like, so you don't have to go on Facebook, to act like it's not through, it's its own platform. So, and it really is for artists. There's a lot of musicians and a lot of writer. I mean, it's a platform for artists to present themselves and what they offer in exchange, basically, for patrons, for people to, support what you do. And the reason I started a Patreon was because I really honestly needed. So even though I run two, well, one isn't up and running yet, but I run a business, and I feel that my business is successful because it's still here and still, going after it's going on 8 years now for Rubber Moon. And I feel successful in the way that I love what I do. I feel honored and privileged to do it, but I'm going to be really honest. I don't make a lot of money with my stamp company. I mean, it pays for itself, and it's good. And it's never been about like becoming, very wealthy, selling rubber stamps. I just feel fortunate and happy to do what I love and to be able to, do that, show up and do that every day. Okay. But I still need to make an actual living, and I want to be able to do that as an artist. So Patreon really allows me to have a place, because before I was doing it all through different Facebook groups, and I have this group over here and this group over here, my Let's Get Makey group and my Moon Mail. And so it was getting too spread out there, like a member where I was posting, and so I just really needed to streamline everything. And I also wanted to be able to make it really give a lot of benefits to people at whatever level, because some people I know, were being Moon Mail, and it was not expensive. It was like $15 to $17 a month. But maybe I would have people that would say oh, I'm going to quit Moon Mail for a while because I have other obligations, financial obligations, or just different things. So in Patreon, you can set up different levels of support. So anywhere from $2 on, whatever level that somebody wants to be involved, or
so what do you get if I sign up for your Patreon for $2? What do I get?
So I really love to just offer tons of content. So for $2 a month, you get to see the daily video, the daily gratitude and doodles videos that I just started offering. So every day I go live and just do a gratitude and a little watercolor doodle. That is included in the $2 tier. And then also you do get access to this exclusive Moon Mail. We still call it a Moon Mail stamp. It's a Patreon exclusive stamp.
Wait, for $2, you not only get a daily video, you also get a stamp?
No, you don't get the stamp.
Oh, I see.
You don't get the actual stamp mailed to you, but you get to watch the video of the project that I make with the stamp, and then you can have the option to purchase the stamp if you want to.
Gotcha.
Because some people, when we automatically used to send that stamp to everybody for that $15 price. I mean, so you're still getting it for $15 or under, but you don't automatically get it because everybody didn't always want that.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So you still get access. You get to see it being created, and you get to see a project made with it, and then you get the daily gratitude video.
That's pretty cool. That I can get that with seeing the stamp before, and then and you can purchase that. That makes total sense.
So then there's other tiers, and then you'll just get more videos. If you, at a certain level, you do get a mailing if you choose to get, some art or exclusive,
And you can quit every time. I know that from my Patreon too. And there's a little community, but it's just about. It's not like Facebook where you also see a lot of other stuff going on. It's just about that group and what they exchange maybe about the videos that you post, right? And the content.
Yeah. So it is everybody's just, it's kind of self-enclosed in that platform, and you just can go there and see every post, and you can comment and be be, I can't think of the word again. Oh my gosh. Interactive.
Yeah.
We do also sort of support that with a private Facebook group as So that's part of it too. At any level, you get to be in the private Facebook group, and still, that's a place more where everybody can share their art that's made.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah,
like that. So
that's really nice.
Yeah,
that sounds fun. So
love it so much.
And if you want to just see, I think you're posting the doodles also on Instagram and on Facebook, which is like accessible, at least of Instagram, right? For everyone.
I haven't been doing it every day, but yeah, I'm kind of checking in with that.
So if you want to check it out and see, what it looks like, and then you want to know how she does the videos, then that's a way to go. And I think that would be fun if you're like, I did Creative Jumpstart and I want to do more, fun stuff, and maybe something for $2 a month. I think there's your amazing deal, so.
Other fun. So that's what I want to do too. With Creative Jumpstart, I want to go back and do the lessons, and I'm going to be posting my art so that my studio is called The Moon and the Maker because of Rubber Moon. And so we call it our community.
You're so smart.
I like to post all this stuff in our community.
That's so cute.
I love saying that.
Branding 101 here.
I know. So corny, but
So the daily gratitude, that's such a beautiful thing. Is that something that gives you some moment of Zen every day?
Yeah, so what happened, the reason I started doing it every day, so this is kind of a new benefit, really, for my patrons, because earlier at the end of last year, in December, I decided I wanted to do a daily gratitude and do a little doodle with my daily gratitude every day. And that was my goal. But it was sort of like a personal thing. I wasn't really about shit. I mean, I was going to kind of check in here and there, and I was going to tell people that I was doing it, but I wasn't going to make like a thing about it because I already had a lot of other stuff going on, with the Face a Day in February and, all these kinds of, and, just whatever other stuff that I had going on. I want to make it like a focus. But then when all this has hit, I really feel like we need just a moment every day to still say what we're thankful for. It could be anything from, I'm thankful for something, could be something silly. My favorite lip gloss, which seems kind of shallow, but, like we all find things, not that I have a favorite lip gloss, but you know what I'm saying, something silly that people might think, well, why would you be grateful for that? But it could be really anything that, makes you feel good, and obviously every day I'm grateful for, my family, my friends,
right.
But this is just a way I feel like not only to get in a little bit of creative practice or, just a moment of creativity every single day, but just to dwell on something good for 10 minutes, or something positive. And it's also a way I'm doing the same kind of thing every day. So it's not like you're getting an art lesson, or something, but it's a way for us all to gather, even though it's online, to, communicate and just have that few moments. And I hope that it brings everybody a good practice. Not that they're going to do it exactly as I do, or even that they're going to do it every day, but I think that it's something positive that I can share. And
so on that note, KP, I think that is a good ending for our interview, which was super fun. But on that note, let's think about what we are grateful today on March 25th. What are you grateful today for?
Oh my gosh. Well, and I know it's really easy to say this, but I am grateful for you. You, literally, you came and took a chance on me and my company when I was still really new and green, and you've always been so supportive and so fun, and so just for you and friends like you all over the world, and I'm grateful that we can stay connected, and just each other's community.
That makes me very happy. So I'm grateful actually for the same thing, and that we have this amazing opportunity to also see each other face by face. Actually, Kae Pea and I often text each other on the phone, and today I'm super grateful that I see your beautiful face and your short hair, which I love, and that we had a little bit time to chat ahead of time. This will definitely carry me through this day way more than without. So on this very, hopefully not too cheesy note, but this is true feelings here that are happening. Thank you guys, and I hope you will tune in. Come and visit us again on Creative Jumpstart. Check out Kae Pea's Patreon, and also hopefully we will have fun very soon, by the end of April latest, with some fun art foamies. So love you guys.
Thank you all, and thank you again, and thanks everybody for watching, and I can't wait to see what you create.
Yeah, stay safe, everyone. Stay home and have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.